I think that's how we need to look at it, is another real top test. This group was always going to be that way. So you go from AC Milan to PSG to Dortmund. I mean, it's great to be involved in. But as we said at the start of the group, we knew that this was a really tough examination of us. This is a key period in it now. We've made a good start, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just have to focus on what's ahead of us. And this is a pivotal game in the group, I think.
From this group?
Well, I think we take a break from the Premier League. So, of course, we have to hone in now on this competition. It's a totally different thing. So, yeah, we're aware of where we are. This game is a crucial game in the group, because following this game we have two really tough away games. So we know the task at hand. We know it's not going to be easy, but as I say, we have to use everything that we have in our armoury to try and win the game. The crowd's going to be key. Our own performance obviously going to be key, and we need to make it as difficult as we can for Dortmund. I guess one for Alex to answer, but I think for me, I'm really pleased with where he's at. Really pleased. Of course, with the West Ham game, his last start for us, I thought he was outstanding. Then he picked up a slight groin problem, but I think he's back to full fitness, fingers crossed, and he's trained really well in the build-up to this game. So I'm delighted where his career's at and where his performances have been for us. I can't speak about his time at Dortmund. That's something I'm not... I don't have enough information on that. But I'm sure Alex will want to do well because it's our next game. I think the beauty of it is this year compared to last year is just the amount of games we have. I think it makes, sometimes the decision is made for you just because of, I've said before, both players are in different stages of their careers, and with the amount of games, I think it's really nice to pick and choose the opponents for the player.
Luke Edwards.
Hi Eddie, do you expect Sandro to be available tomorrow, or is there a feeling now that news from Italy is close?
I think as far as I'm aware, I'm expecting him to be available tomorrow. I think I'm in a position where I'll plan like that until told differently. I can't second guess what's going to happen, so he's trained today and he's available.
There was a feeling that UEFA don't want him to be involved. Has that been communicated to you at all or not?
No, if that's the case, you know more than I do. I've heard very little because preparing the game and everything that goes into that, so I'll wait and hear if anything concrete comes through.
And just lastly, the reception you got on Saturday, have you spoken to him about that? How is he on the back of that?
No, I haven't. I think it was emotional at the end for him. I think that was clear to see for everybody. But I think that I said after the game sat here, I think that will help him long term, because I think he'll always be able to reflect back into that love that he got from the supporters in that moment when he really needed it. So I think that will help his long-term relationship, hopefully with the supporters. But as I say, beyond what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day, I don't know at this moment.
Luke Edwards in there?
No, it's a bit too early for that because we don't know what's going to happen. So I know there's a lot of rumours going around, but until we hear for definite, no, January and everything that will entail. We'll have time to prepare a strategy if we need one for that moment, but it's not yet.
Then Oscar.
Hi Eddie, I'm imagining at the start of the competition, if you'd had the chance of reaching 7 points by game 3, you would have snatched somebody's hands off, yeah?
Yeah, I'll agree with your terminology, yes, because I think with the Milan away being a really difficult game, and we experienced that was a very tough game for us. We did really well to come out with a point in that game, and then the PSG game was a massive result for us, and now if we can follow that up again, that's our challenge. We'll be in a good position, but it's a big if at this moment in time because we know the quality that Dortmund have. Yeah, I think you have to be a dreamer, but I think if I can try and add some context to what he was saying, he's saying you're in the Champions League, so you have a chance to win it, and I agree with that, because if you're in a competition, you know, you have to have that mindset that you try and win. You try and win every game and then see where it takes you. That's very much my mindset. What I don't want to do is heap a load of pressure onto the players at a time when they don't need it, because they've got enough to deal with this season. So it's small steps, it's next game, and we know how big this one is.